Hello, hello, it's me, the Metaverse Explorer. It's the 3rd of September, and I'm here to update you on what's happening in the crypto markets. Because guess what? Every time you go to sleep and you wake up, there's something new to cover. So, what are the markets looks like today? BTC down 0.19%, BNB up a little bit, USD still going strong with USDT, BUSD. We see these stable coins just slowly coming up, taking a lot of the market share from all the other market caps. We see Luna Classic going really in the red there. We saw the narrative of the $1 Luna Classic, and if you watched my video yesterday, man, this is not a good time for you to be buying Luna Classic. You should be staying very, very far away from Luna Classic. Let's see what's happening in the news. I use Crypto Panic just to keep on top of the news every single day to see what the headlines are. Sometimes it doesn't give you a good outline because you only see the daily items and not, the macro factor. But it's still good because you get to see what people are talking about and what might be moving markets anyway. September 22nd is the date for Cardano's Vassal hard fork, 3 months after the target date. Let's go ahead and read this article because I am interested in the Cardano Vassal hard fork. A lot of people in the comments in my recent videos say I don't quite like Cardano, and I also say that I'm upfront about it. I don't quite, yes, it is a good cryptocurrency, if you can classify it like that. But at the same time, they haven't really been producing much. Yes, there's been a lot of academic stuff about it, but I don't see much tangibility until something happens with them. Maybe this is what Vassal hard fork is going to achieve. Let's read this article, see what it says. The latest update, which is the blockchain's 5th, will include improvements to the Plutus programming language and promises greater scalability for lower fees. 75% of mainnet blocks are being created by the final Vassal node candidate. Approximately 25 exchanges upgraded. Top 3 dApps by TVL confirming they have upgraded to 1.3.35.3 on pre-production and are ready for mainnet. So awesome, right? I wonder if this is actually influencing the markets in ADA at the moment. There's not much liquid ADA anyway. Most of the ADA, I think 70 or 75% of ADA is actually being staked. So there's not much liquid on market. So if there is a giant catalyst like this Vassal hard fork, we could see an illiquid event where we could see massive price volatility going up or down either way. Let's have a look at what other news is trending at the moment. So it's all about Cardano. This Crypto Panic is mostly about Cardano stuff. Digital assets could become a permanent feature of finance, Singapore central bankers argues. Yes, I generally think it will become a permanent feature of finance. It is not going to go away anytime soon, right? You and I, we are in this ecosystem and we are not going to leave. I love DeFi. I love being able to transfer a token from here to there, transfer value from myself to someone in South America, and they have access to it right then, even if it's on a Sunday night and they need that money right then and then. Man, it's not going to go away, right? Now, let's see what else is. Let's see what else is happening. There is an article that I wanted to cover. Ethereum founder Vitalik is concerned about Bitcoin's security. We did see this before, where he made a Twitter post about it. But let's go ahead and read. The founder has expressed concerns about the long-term sustainability of Bitcoin's security. Oh man, I don't know. He's a really smart guy, and I can't compare to him. But man, to try and make an argument like that, ooh. 2 reasons why. I think I just saw Pepe come and go. 2 reasons why he is concerned about the security of Bitcoin in the future to Bloomberg columnist Noah Smith in the interview conducted over email published September. It's concerned that the fees alone will not be enough incentive for miners to safeguard the network. And it's important to keep in mind that time miners who validate transactional blocks will be eligible to collect transaction fees. Second concern is claims that proof of work consensus process has a vulnerability that might compromise users' data security. Claims that proof of work offers far less protection for each dollar spent on transaction fees than proof of stake. Man, these are some high-level arguments. I'm not really sure how to rebut these because I'm not smart enough to rebut this, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm just going to put myself down there. So it claims that the proof of work consensus process has a vulnerability that might compromise users' data security. So does proof of stake. Proof of stake, also the consensus mechanism can also have a vulnerability that might compromise users' data security. You know why? Because it's going to be the major validators and the major people like Coinbase, BlackRock, all of these a lot of the the consensus actually happens on cloudware like Amazon AWS and I don't know who the other ones are. I forget what they are. But a lot of Ethereum actually already runs on these centralized services. So these guys already have access to a lot of the background information in Ethereum. So I don't know. Either way, own both. Yeah, own both. Own a bit of Bitcoin, own a bit of Ethereum. You can't go wrong if you own a little bit of both, okay? If one goes crazy, it's not like you're going to lose that much money on the other one, right? If Bitcoin goes crazy, Ethereum goes crazy. If Ethereum goes crazy, yeah, it might overtake Bitcoin, but there's still Bitcoin OGs out there who still believe in the full decentralization model, okay? Let's see what's happening on crypto Reddit at the moment on cryptocurrency. Yes, so Vitalik says that in the future, crypto will only be as volatile as gold or the stock market. What do you think? Honestly, I think yes, because as soon as it gets to that level of exposure and mass adoption, then yes, every other company in the world is going to be buying and selling this and trying to be manipulating it, just like they do to normal stocks and just like they do to gold and silver and the commodities market. Now, I did see a very funny post here that I wanted to show people. Crypto Encyclopedia, Altcoins Edition. Let's read this. Of course, this is for comedy only. ADA, native coin of Cardano blockchain. It has many ETH floors while being much smaller. But don't worry, according to ADA fans, it is relatively new, relatively to the birth of Jesus, and all will be okay in a few more decades. Algorand, this project has everything. Top-notch tech, great academic team, price movement small, slower than Ether. Smaller than Tether, sorry. Fans call it a great long-term investment, meaning that it's not going to go up in your lifetime. Better name it as would say outstay. Not funny. BAT, a token designed with a genius presumption that people over the web are so kind that they like to tip other people with real money. They've never been to CC, I assume. Crypto.com, which everyone was sure was going to be big. Why? They bought naming rights to a stadium. It didn't deliver so far, but I'm 100% sure it will be with a few more naming rights. Maybe a street or a new variant of the coronavirus. Did you guys know Cryptocurrency.com backed out of a naming rights deal? I forget if it's with the stadium itself or if it's with like another stadium company or a football team. I forget, right? I just saw it in the news and I just kind of put it out of my mind. Dogecoin, spiritual father of every shitcoin out there, which according to its fans is not a shitcoin itself. Dudes, it is a shitcoin. Their logic, it's been around for a long time because being around for a long time means it is good, like war, cancer, or hemorrhoids. Ha! ETH, second biggest currency, a living proof that people actually enjoy getting wrecked by high gas fees and slow transaction time. But don't worry, there is a layer 2 which is going to solve all of its problems by making everything 10 times more complex. This is so true, right? They're building layer on top of layer on top of layer. Now we can go down the list and read all of these. Oh, Solana is you guys know I have a little Solana bag as well. So let's read it. Say, Solana is a crypto equivalent of a PayPal plus occasional blackouts. It is so centralized that you can walk from one node to another. Ha! Well said, my friend. Let's move on. Now, Jim Cramer. You guys know these. I covered them in the last episode. He's like kind of a retail stocks guy. He has his own show and he makes it a little bit fun, a little bit out there. He expects the Federal Reserve to crash crypto markets. Now, can they crash crypto markets? It is possible. Can they manipulate it? It is 100% guaranteed. The Federal Reserve can print an infinite amount of money. So just go ahead and collect all the Bitcoins on Earth, an infinite amount of money. They can print $1 billion, $1 trillion to just go and say, go and get this asset. And then that's up to you because you're the one that goes and sells your Bitcoin or sells your asset to them so that they can control. In Mad Money Tuesday, Cramer brought attention to the Federal Reserve Jerome Powell's latest comments on the Jackson Hole Symposium. Let's zoom in so you can see. Powell told us that we need to stop doing stupid things with our money. He said that the thrust of his speech on Friday. During the speech, Fed Powell said that he renamed commitments to bringing down inflation through tight monetary policy. Hey, Pepe, welcome back. How you going? Good. He added that the process is likely to require a sustained period of below-trend growth. So Powell, keep in mind, it's all psychology. He has to come across really, really strong to get the idea of inflation out of people's minds. Because once the idea of inflation is out of people's minds, they go ahead and spend normally like they're used to and spurs the economy. If he doesn't, and people still think inflation is going to be there, then inflation is a self-fulfilling prophecy. If people think things are going to be much more expensive in the future, so they either buy now and brings the prices of everything up, which guess what? Helps cause inflation, right? Cramer is notorious for frequently changing his opinions on crypto, in line with whichever its current price stands. In the spring of 2021, when Bitcoin was worth 65, he said he'd like to be paid in the digital currency. Man, Cramer is like a counter trade. He absolutely is a counter trade. When he says something, you have to do the opposite. There's like a graph out there of all the different times that Cramer said something, and then the price goes the opposite direction. Literally. Okay. I'm not going to spend too much time today. This has just been a small recap. Nothing else happening in the news at the moment. DYDX ends the contentious promo, overwhelming demand. This was the promo that said that they needed your face to verify that it was a liveness check. So they're going to end that now. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. All right, I'm going to leave it there for now. Thank you guys for watching Metaverse Explorer. Every day I try and make one of these videos just to keep up to date myself, and I thought I might as well make a video as well with it. So if you like it, just like it, and then I'm going to see you here next time if you want to see it. If you don't like my content, if you don't like the stuff I'm saying, please let me know. I'm super open. I change my opinion based on the information I receive like a normal, rational adult, okay? So please, if you don't like the content I'm making, leave a comment down for me below. I'm going to try and be better for you, okay? That's it for now. Ciao.